you are changing the mindsets of people in India about financial investments, because there are many stereotypes about finances. So how do you help them overcome that, and how do you make them transition their mindset from savings to investments?
All right, good question, Bhavna. But
Yeah.
the first thing is, many of the Indian families are not able to save. That's a big gap, first of all.
Okay.
And the reason is the gap in the education system.
Right.
All right. The first thing what we do is we try to educate people on finances, and how we are doing is a lot of Instagram reels, a lot of Facebook, YouTube videos,
Exactly.
and a lot of webinars is what we are doing.
Right.
So this finance is more of an intangible thing.
Right.
We can't touch and feel. Needs to achieve their financial goals. And considering now, as you know, lifestyle inflation.
They want to have that lavish lifestyle.
Like earlier, we were happy with that.
What we have.
$499 Bata shoes, right? And we always think that $499 is very less than 500, and we were going. Parents were getting us Bata shoes.
Right.
Now, 5,000 shoes is minimum.
Exactly.
We want the Nikes, we want the Jordans.
Yeah, we want to flaunt the brands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So considering the lifestyle, what has happened, I think financial planning, they question the coach. They ask good questions rather than questioning the coach. Wonderful. Right. So do something. Once they understand the game of investing, they are great investors compared to right? But they really have
Hey guys, this is Bhavna here, back again with another exciting episode of our podcast series specialized in people who inspire. And today we are privileged with another amazing guest who is the expert of his industry, working really great in his niche. And today he's going to lighten us about a very prominent topic which Indians actually avoid. And today we are going to learn more about finance, smart investment moves, what job professionals can take, and how they can manage the regular lives while investing plenty of amount that is needed to make them crorepati. So without any delay, let's learn his teachings and let's learn his secret moves which he regularly do. He consistently does for his clients. His brand Tribe of Prosperity is doing really great work. He has helped over 200 plus middle class Indian families, and he's on this mission to educate people on more financial aspects. So without any delay, let's start the conversation with Mr. Prithvi here. So
Thank you, Bhavna.
Welcome here on podcast.
Thank you.
So with 8 plus years, you are doing this amazing work in your perspective industry. So how you are changing the mindsets of people in India about financial investments, because there are many stereotypes about finances. So how do you help them overcome that, and how do you make them transition their mindset from savings to investments?
All right, good question, Bhavna. But the first thing is, many of the Indian families are not able to save. That's a big gap, first of all.
Okay.
And the reason is the gap in the education system.
Right.
All right. The first thing what we do is we try to educate people on finances, and how we are doing is a lot of Instagram reels, a lot of Facebook, YouTube videos, and a lot of webinars is what we are doing.
Right.
So this finance is more of an intangible thing.
Right.
We can't touch and feel. So the only way how we can reach people, how we can understand, make them understand, is through financial education. And there are a lot of mediums. The two things, because we understand that,
because they have termed it as very risky, and the mindset is like this if we talk to common men. So how this job professionals can overcome this challenge? So
normally I work with job professionals, and what happens is normally they would have tried something themselves. It wouldn't have worked. So basically then they will understand the importance of working with someone else. At that point of time, whenever they see someone in social media or something, then they reach out to them.
They get influenced.
So here they have to learn, they do the trial and error method. Majority of them do the trial and error method. not seldom people come directly to financial advisors, right? Financial advisors, financial coaches, or any coaches per se. No one comes directly. They have to face some difficulties,
Right.
and once they face difficulties, someone who thinks that okay, these difficulties are because of me, once they take that blame to themselves, then they understand that they need some coach,
Right.
and that is when they take that step. And whoever comes at that point of time through social media or through friends or through families, that is when they get to know us. And that's how the thing has happened with me as well. I'm very much active on LinkedIn, and that is one of the areas where many people have approached me that I want some help regarding finances. And when I see their past, majority of them have done
Right.
some investments or savings. They were not as successful as they wanted to be.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that is where the transition has happened. That is
Because
where they've gone
people don't easily trust others with money. They
Exactly.
want to do it on their own. So
Exactly.
they do these experiments and all.
And this is also one perspective which has been programmed from childhood.
Right, right. It's the
Okay.
conditioning.
Conditioning.
Yeah.
Like our parents and all. Earlier, there were simple products like fixed
Right,
deposits,
right.
PPF,
Yeah.
and those products itself were giving 12%, 13%. These kind of interest they were giving, and financial planning was not so much important at that point of time, frankly speaking. All right. So considering that point of time, it was very simple. Finance was very simple, and the kind of products what we have now, mutual funds, P2P, stocks, AIF, PMS, a lot of products which
Yeah.
make people wealthy. But
Yeah.
at that point of time, it was very difficult to reach those products. All were paper format. They have to rush to offices and all. And simple products were the FDs, post office schemes, and
Okay.
so, and they were delivering a lot of good returns also. But now in current situation, those products are giving less than not as expected returns what a person needs to achieve their financial goals. And considering now, as you know, lifestyle inflation.
Yeah,
and people
yeah.
want to
They
sell.
want to have
Yeah.
that lavish lifestyle.
Like
Yeah.
earlier, we were happy with that.
Yeah, what we have. Yeah.
499 Bata
Right,
shoes,
right.
right? And we always think that 499 is very less than 500, and we were going. The parents were getting us the Bata
Right,
shoes.
right, right.
Now 5,000 shoes is minimum. Like
Exactly.
We want the Nikes, we want the Jordans.
Yeah, we want to flaunt the brands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So considering the lifestyle, what has happened, I
Right.
think financial planning is a need of the hour.
Right, right.
And
Exactly.
considering the investment products also, the FDs and PPS will not deliver the kind of returns. It is needed for the family, but it is like ones and twos in a cricket match.
Okay.
Right? The fours and sixes are the wealth creators like equity,
Right,
mutual funds,
right.
PMS, AIF. There are a lot of other products which create wealth. So we need the combination of ones and twos and fours and sixes in current generation.
Okay.
Right? So that is how
That's your
that is my take on it.
So, any unique approach you would like to reflect here that a middle class family should follow while going for their financial growth journey? And what are the stigmas associated with their mindsets? Would you like to give a brief about it?
All right. I strongly say that majority of the people get stuck in two problems. I call it the gap and trap problem.
Okay.
One is the gap of financial education in
exactly.
India and all over the world. Second thing is because we are not financially educated, there's a gap in this
Yeah.
system. There are a lot of traps laid out
Right.
for
Many
middle class.
scams
Yeah.
are also going on.
The wrong products. It might be high returns, like quick rich schemes, all those things.
Exactly.
And too good to be true schemes. So people fall for it.
Yeah.
The thing, what they are trained, what they want to become is they want to become rich fast.
Right, right.
Okay.
Everybody wants to retire early these
Retire
days.
early.
Yeah.
Like fire is the keyword. now,
Right.
Financial independence and retire early.
Exactly.
But I always believe in another word called FIGHT, which is
Yeah.
financial independence and transit early. Many
Wow.
people don't want to retire actually. They want
Okay.
to transit to the place where they will love to work.
Nice.
Right, they want to
Everybody wants to achieve this financial freedom.
Financial
Yeah.
freedom. What is financial freedom? That's a very abused word now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So financial freedom, what many people financial freedom means is they don't want to work in a job. They want to work.
what do they really underestimate in their early stage while chasing this financial freedom? What do you think?
They underestimate the importance of having a financial coach. That is one thing.
Okay, nice.
All right. And they underestimate. They just start spending more.
Right,
They
right.
just spend more and they don't save more. So that is one gap where I've seen a lot of youngsters getting into because they have educated for almost 18 years, 20 years. Once they start earning money, they start spending money. So and no one is there to stop them.
Right.
So this is one thing what is stopping them to start saving and investing. And yeah, I think that is one area where it has to be. They have to note that financial coach
from
is really
expert
important.
side. Yeah. So they are nowadays they are also like, we will learn from YouTube. They're financial influencers.
Yes.
I think they have idolized them. So do you think they are really exaggerating the things they show? Like, you can buy the house early at the unexpected age they are flaunting. So do you think these are exaggerated a bit?
Quite sometimes
Yeah.
it's exaggerated because YouTube support, like, you get views when there's a lot of
very easily
exaggeration,
and
right?
for the
So-
clickbait sake.
Exactly. Exactly. So considering that, yes, there's a lot of exaggeration.
Okay.
But apart from exaggeration, there's a lot of generic advice what has been given.
Hmm.
Many people say not to buy a house, go for only for rent. Many people say only term insurance is right, not to go for insurance from investment plans. There are a lot of stigma, like they
Right.
give generic information,
Right.
which might not be suitable for certain group of family.
Okay.
So that is where a one-on-one help is really required, because personal finance is personal finance at the end of the day, right? It's
Right.
not generic finance. So each family has their own taboos, own perspectives, own programming, and to break that, we have to sit with each family and understand it.
Right.
So generic advice, yes, they can get some generic advice, which is which we call it as the knowledge which will not go out of time in any
Exactly.
given point of time, like the greed and fear, the normal economics. They can learn from it, but individual advice, buying a house, achieving financial goals, at least they have to consider personal help, and then they have to take a step forward.
So to deeply dive into the financial mechanics, so what do you think people do the mistakes every time? Like, it's the repetitive mistake for common people, and how does your brand help them overcome it?
See, I normally my agenda as a tribe of prosperity, I not try to make them save more. I try to make them consciously spend less.
Okay.
Right? So there's a big gap between consciously spending less and saving more. Saving is an outcome of spending.
Okay.
So there are a lot of internal triggers, internal external triggers, what pushes them to spend more. Right? So the internal triggers might be FOMO, the fear of missing out.
Right.
The
Right.
YOLO, like
Yeah. You only live once.
only live once. Seize the day, my friend.
Right. Right.
So they get into these kind of things. And one more thing, what is making them get stuck is called as a keeping up with Kumars.
Okay.
Or I call it as a mimic wanting. All right. Or in simple terms, comparison.
Yeah.
So they compare with other people, and then they decide that they want to have this car, they want to have this house. They see their neighbor buying a house, they see their friend buying a car. and they
There is
change-
also a ongoing trend which is going on, like work hard and invest smart. So what's your approach on that? Like, what young people should follow?
I buy that point because I strongly believe that money loves speed,
Yeah.
but wealth loves time.
Yeah.
Okay, for making money, you need to take a lot of action, and this is one area that's the big gap wherein people. This we need to understand. Getting rich and staying rich are two different things.
Right.
Getting rich requires a lot of action, a lot of proactive
Work,
you have to go, you have to
workouts,
find
yeah.
opportunity, you have to knock the doors of new opportunities, you have to get work, you have to upskill yourself. There's a lot of action there. But when it comes to staying wealthy or keeping that wealth with you, it requires a lot of inaction. There's not much action required. A lot of patience is required, a lot of consistency required, a lot of discipline is required. And this is called the barbelled approach or the bow tie approach. Like one side you need a lot of action, and another side you don't need much action. But people mix it there, right? They don't do much of work and they expect a lot of salary.
Right.
And they want to do a lot of things with their investments and they want to earn higher returns by doing so many things. But actually it should be the opposite. So learning these two skills, getting rich and staying rich, once they understand these two things, I think
The differences,
they
yeah.
will be able to manage their finances in a better way.
So what's the real picture according to you? How do people stay rich? How do your clients maintain that consistency?
See, in simple terms, I recommend them not to watch markets.
Okay.
Markets create a lot of noise in their mind. See, the job of the market is to be volatile. So one of the thing how you become rich is by investing in stock market or
Okay.
through different
Yeah,
modes. It
there are
might be
many
through-
options going on in market right
Through-
now.
It might be through mutual funds, it might be through AIF, it might be PMS. So we have some.
So is there any best option in your career period you have seen that this formula fits all. Is there any something game changer like that?
I strongly believe it's again old school thing. Disciplined investing, systematic investing is one way forward.
Yeah.
All right. So I call it as a snowball investing. One thing is you have to start investing somewhere. You have to start saving and investing. That is the first thing what you need to do. And whenever your income increases, start increasing your investments also. And that is called as snowballing. So whenever your income increases, you increase a certain percentage in your investments also.
So what's the perfect ratio according to you?
In what terms? Saving?
In savings, investments and everything, like 60-80 follow or something like that.
Okay. The old school rule says 50-30-20 rule. I think many influencers talk about it. They say that if you're earning around 100 rupees, 50 rupees should goes to needs. That is what your household utilities, bills, all those things. The 30% should go to wants and 20% should be saved and invested. But I take another take on this. By saving 20%, you will not become rich in current generation. Being very frank here, you have to save at least 50%. That is my tribe's motto also. You have to save 50%. 30% should be taken into consideration for your needs, and 20% should be for wants. If you're able to save 50%, then only you will be able to, you can enjoy your future.
Right.
And saying that, I'm not against enjoying your present. If they want to enjoy their present, they have to upskill themselves. They have to increase their income potential, right? So increasing their income potential and making them save 50% of their 50% of the income is truth mantra what I teach in my tribe. When it comes to investing, I follow a simple method called I don't complicate things. First, 3 things I try to build them. One is called the protection. If you're building a house, the one thing is foundation. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
It is not seen, but it is one of the most important part in the building. Right? The deeper and stronger the foundation, the taller the building what we can build. So considering that, I concentrate on foundation first. What is the protection? Like having a right emergency fund, having a good term insurance, having a health insurance, having an accident insurance. All this protects your wealth and protects your family. Right? I seldom call emergency fund as emergency fund. I call it as a what if fund. By just calling it emergency fund, I think we might be attracting emergencies in your life. We don't want that to happen. So I call it as a what if fund because what if has both positive and negative sides.
Right.
So building a what if fund and having a good term insurance which protects if you are no more there, then your family is protected, and health insurance becomes so much important now.
Right.
Many families are depending only on companies' insurances, which is not at all sufficient.
So what's your opinion about investment linked insurances? Not triggering the LIC uncle insurances.
Okay. Earlier, this was one of the great products.
How these are different?
Yeah. Earlier, this was one of the great products because these were easily accessible. Many people coming and approaching you to buy the policy.
Right.
But considering the current situation, a lot of avenues to invest. And I seldom get into I call it the insurance cum investment plans.
Okay.
Right? The insurance cum investment plans are those kind of products which neither covers you, neither protects you, nor gives you returns. These are that kind of products which doesn't cover your life as well and doesn't give good returns. It gives around 5 to 6% returns if you are calculating in the right way. But the thing what they sell is, I'm talking about the endowment plans, money back plans first, and then I come to unit linked insurance plans.
Yeah.
So these plans give around 5 to 6%, but the people who give these products, they talk in absolute terms. They say that if you put 1 lakh for 10 years, after 15 years, you'll get 20 lakhs. They see that, okay, 10 lakhs I'm investing, 20 lakhs I'm getting is a wonderful plan. But once we calculate the returns, we call it as compounded annual growth rate, it comes only around 5 to 6%.
Okay.
So that is one thing more you need to understand. But when it comes to unit linked insurance plans, again, it has a part of protection as well as growth. So if you want to really grow wealth, I recommend them to keep protection separate, keep investment separate. If you are keeping it separate, you will get the best of both the worlds. If you are mixing it, you will not get the best of both the worlds.
Best value, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are also working. You have also worked with some high net worth clients, like with famous cricketers, nutritionists, and you are already helping many middle class families. So, what are the mindset differences you have seen there, like the high net people having these financial rituals daily, and middle class people are not following this. So what are the terms you would like to tell our audience here?
All right.
Yeah.
See, one of the best things about real wealthy people, the true millionaires, they have empathy and gratitude at the base level.
Nice.
Right?
Okay.
They have this gratitude, empathy. They talk very nice.
Right.
Because I was really afraid to talk to these wealthy people, the celebrities and wealthy people, but they were very nice to me, and they were very grateful. They say thank you. They say thank you quite often. Where a lot of people missing it out. Like
right.
Don't acknowledge the help.
Right. They are taking it for granted.
Exactly. So they are very grateful for whatever services we're providing, and they are very good at asking good questions.
Yeah.
The questions, the kind of questions what wealthy people ask and the questions what middle class people ask are completely different. Wealthy people ask questions like, how can I achieve my major life goals with some degree of certainty?
Exactly.
Right? But the middle class people or the poor people want to get quick fast. Like, how can I become rich fast? This is the question what they ask.
Right.
So there's a big gap between the questions what they ask.
Right.
So I think these are two, like empathy, gratitude, the questions what they ask, and the services what they take. Like, they are very disciplined, they are very consistent, and they have very good clarity and confidence on what they are and what they want to become.
Right.
So the clarity and confidence is really good.
Exactly.
But middle class people, the problem with another thing about wealthy people are they seldom move their goals. All right. So if they think that, okay, this is what I want for my kids, this is what I want for my as a house, this is what I want to live in.
Yeah, they are happy with the limited.
Yes. They know what's enough for them.
Yeah.
They know what their goals are. But middle class people, the problem is they change their goals quite often. Today they want a 2 BHK. Tomorrow again, one year later they want a 3 BHK. Again, of like now they are having they have a dream of buying a sedan car. Like suddenly they go to get into BMW or Audi. Their goals change quite often, and that becomes a little bit of a problem. So one of the important financial skill of wealthy people is they seldom move their goals.
Okay.
They never move their goals. When you are not moving their goals, then automatically the planning becomes so simple. And one more important thing is their goals are linked to their values.
Right.
What values they want to live by. Right. Here, I've asked this question to a lot of people whenever I do seminars. Whenever I ask people, what do you want? If you have all the resources, all the money, everything in the world, what do you want to buy? They list down 10 items. They want gold jewelry, they want car, they want house, they want good education. They give 10 to 15 items. But once I ask what values you want to live by, if you have all these, like all the resources in place, I see a silent room. No one answers, right? So that is where I gave an example of Mr. Ratan Tata, wherein he was invited to Prince Charles ceremony, wherein he was about to award the Lifetime Achievement Award for philanthropy, and he never came to Buckingham Palace to receive the award. The reason was one of his dogs, Stag Tito, were not feeling well.
Okay.
For him, the value was family. The value was taking care of his dependents. But many people are chasing awards rather than thinking about the values. Right? There's a drastic difference. This is how wealthy people think. Right? So they chase values, they chase the right goals, they ask right questions, they have empathy, they have gratitude, they are consistent, they have clarity, they are confident. So there are some things what I think middle class people a little lack. I think they have to push themselves. They have to make sure that they get these values in place, and then they can surely get into that mode where they can become really wealthy.
So when you were starting with your career, who was your first inspiration? Who was your idol? Like Warren Buffett is a very groundbreaking name in the financial industry, and many people follow their principles. So were there any ideals you have preached that time?
Yes, for me the groundbreaking point was reading the book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Okay.
Robert Kiyosaki has been a big influencer when I started understanding how money works. A great book, and I understood there's a big difference between how middle class people think and how rich people think, and it has been excellently explained in that book.
Right.
And one thing, how they think is the middle class people think if they want something in life, they think, can I do it? This is the question what they put themselves. But the wealthy people, rich people, the aspirational people put the question, how can I? This two differences makes a lot of difference. So Robert Kiyosaki was one of the influencers what I followed at initial phase. But later I understood not all the philosophies what he preaches in the book or what he teaches in the book might not be relevant for Indian audience.
Right.
And then I started following another influencer. I speak a lot about him, and his name is Morgan Housel. He has written an amazing book called The Psychology of Money.
Okay.
Great groundbreaking thoughts and insights what he has shared, and I think he is one of the great thinkers. And apart from that, Naval Ravikant, amazing thinker again, amazing philosopher in current times. And when it comes to business and aspects, I think Simon Sinek. So these are 4 people I follow more. Morgan Housel, Simon Sinek, Robert Kiyosaki, and so these are 4 people what I pursue and what I follow their insights.
Personally admire.
Yeah.
So you talk about the relaxed investment confidence. So what does it look like on Monday morning?
Monday morning for me? Or Monday
for your clients.
Monday morning, because majority of my clients are salaried professionals, they are busy. So I normally work on the sun, like my working timing will be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. That is how I work. So yes, so their Mondays are still busy. They are not getting into that zone of wealthy still now. But they are very disciplined. They are very consistent, and they will reach there. They will reach there where there will be no Monday blues for sure. And that is where I want to take them to. But for now, I think they have to work a little harder to get there.
Right. And how about the market predictions? Because it changes quite a lot on the Monday mornings. So what's your take on that?
See, I am not a person who pursue markets.
Okay.
I pursue goals.
Okay.
So I ask my clients also not to watch markets much.
All right.
See, the one thing about markets is, and markets and countries and anyone is they will grow for sure. In short term, they are really volatile. Right? And if you are influenced by volatility, then you will be not able to tap the compounding power what you need to tap.
Right.
So I normally recommend everyone not to watch markets frequently, which makes them there's a lot of noise created in their minds.
Conscious about it.
They become conscious. They see their 15% dip. They see 10 lakh becoming 8 lakh, and they fear. Actually, that is a great time to invest. They fear and they stop the investments. They remove the investments, and the compounding power what they can fetch, they are not able to do it. They can't fetch it. So the markets are rational.
Right.
The markets are really rational.
Right.
The people are irrational. That's the problem. Right. So they take a lot of hasty decisions. When again, Warren Buffett's principle: when people are fearful, be greedy. When people are greedy, be fearful. I make sure my tribe stays on the Warren Buffett side. Right? I make sure that when people are fearful, I make sure they are greedy. When people are greedy, I make sure they are fearful. So that is the strategy I use for my clients as well.
Great. Most loved money love language. Like, what do you recommend more? What do you personally like more? Investing or saving, or what would you recommend the audience?
All right.
Yeah.
Saving money is more important. I love budgeting. I love saving, and more importantly, I love solving debt problems for people.
Okay.
Because I have been through that storm. I had been in the debts, and I know the pain of being in debts. Right. So I want to remove people from debt traps. And that actually motivates me every day, because I don't want any other middle class family to get stuck in debts. I want them to come out of debts and stop making banks richer and start making themselves richer. And that will happen only when they are out of debts. So I normally I love to solve problems rather than just making them wealthy. So one thing how you can improve the savings ratio is majority of people have debts. It might be personal loans, it might be car loans, it might be home loans. And many people are stuck in.
And loans are really lucrative nowadays.
And it's so easy to get a loan. You can get an application. You can get 5,000.
Instant loans are available.
But the thing is, after you take the loan, is the problem starts.
Right.
Warren Buffett beautifully says that debt is the piece of your future which other people own. Saving is a piece of your future which you yourself own.
Right.
Which kind of ownership you want, you have to decide.
Exactly.
Right? You want the ownership to go to others, then take debts, be in the debts, and you have to take their calls. You have to tell them that I will pay the EMIs, all these things. So yeah, the ownership is on the other person. But when you start saving, the ownership comes to you. You can decide what has to be done. And I think one of the intrinsic value of money is freedom, control. Right. So you can control what you can only when you have your own savings. So I normally advise people not to have debts. They classify debts again as good debts, bad debts. There is nothing such as good debts and bad debts. Even good debt can become a bad debt, and even bad debt can be a good debt. So normally there is something called as grey debt, right? So grey debt is something wherein even a business loan, if it is not planned well, people say that business loan is a good loan, and if it is not planned and if it is taken, that it can turn into a bad loan. That can.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yes, and I think they might have to shut down the company also if the debt's not going
exactly.
If not
bankrupt.
Exactly. So debts are. So these three things what I concentrate on. If you are able to do these two things, saving better, consciously spend your money, and saving is the outcome of it. So once you're consciously spending money, you save more and you come out of debts. There is a lot of saving potential for a person. Automatically investing is an outcome. Investing is a very simple thing. Investing requires simple action. You just invest consistently, you be patient, you know what your goals are, and you stick on to that. Stay put, nothing to be done. So investing is a boring part. For me, saving and debt management becomes really interesting, and I want to help a lot of people on those areas.
Great. So what do you think are the emerging finance trends in right now in 2025? Like, are SIPs are still sexy for the people, or we should go for other options?
See, SIPs are still sexy for sure, right? So I strongly believe simplicity is undervalued in finance.
Okay.
Whoever sees a lot of market news and all, they feel that okay, finance is so complex, finance is so it's so filled with jargons. But finance is very simple. Right?
Okay.
But it is not easy.
Yeah.
It's simple, but it's not easy. Keep it simple. I say to a lot of people to keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
So have good investments in mutual funds. People say mutual funds sahi hai. Mutual funds sahi hai. It's really good, right? For a purpose, people say that because of one reason. And systematic investment plan and step up investing is what I recommend to a lot of people. Step up your investments every year. That is what we call the snowball investing. So every year, whenever your income increases, increase the certain percentage in your investments also, where many people don't do that activity. So yes, SIPs are still sexy, and there are a lot of other instruments coming into the industry, but I still belong to the old school. Like these are very good. These tools are very good. Keeping it simple is the best way forward.
Great. So nowadays, women are also taking central stages in every niche in its industries. So, what shift you have sensed while handling your women clients? In what terms they are better, and how they are breaking these stereotypes and getting more educated and dependent in terms of finance? So, what's your take on that?
I have two takes on this. Number one, I am working with couples as well as some female clients. The female clients who are working with me, they are one of the best investors I have.
Oh, right? Nice.
So once they understand that okay, this is how the things work, they stick on to the plan. They rely on the coaches. They don't question the coaches. They ask good questions rather than questioning the coach.
Wonderful.
Right? So those are things. Once they understand the game of investing, they are great investors compared to men. All right. But then another part of where couples I manage, men take the hold.
Authority, right.
Still, there is an orthodox behavior wherein female think that it is not my problem, money is not my problem. Right? I always recommend couples to sit as a team and work.
Yeah.
Wherein they have to take the initiative, they have to come to the meeting and they have to take the initiative to understand the money. Because now, every day we are seeing a lot of bad news happen. In Bangalore at least, every day we are seeing the news of heart attack.
Yeah.
Right? you never know. You are sleeping today and tomorrow you are waking up, we don't know. Right?
Yeah.
And it becomes very important for women also to understand about finances. There was a beautiful, I think, an activity which was done by Paytm. There was a drastic difference between what men know about finances and what women know. That gap should be reduced. And I think financial literacy is the way forward, and they have to take the responsibility. So wealth building is, again, each individual's responsibility. It's not husband's responsibility, or it's not male party's responsibility. Both of them should work as a team.
Okay, so what's your secret formula to track your spending religiously, and what advice would you like to give young aspirants who would like to make it bigger in their life, and they are dreaming of the financial freedom future? So what's your big time advice for them?
So saving is what I promote. Rather than saving, conscious spending is what I think.
Okay.
So please, whoever want to save more, they have to think about conscious spending. So for that, you have to understand the internal triggers and external triggers. Right? There are a lot of internal triggers happening, like the YOLO, FOMO, the keeping up with Kumars, the dopamine kick. Okay, our brain wants new things. Once the new thing becomes old, again we want something new. We go for purchase. So there are some internal triggers what we need to control. We need to understand it. First of all, financial awareness becomes so much important.
Exactly.
Then we need to understand the external triggers. Like the world is filled with external triggers now. Right? The limited time offers, the discounts, the Zara effect, right? The scarcity marketing, what we say, and even government wants you to spend more. The GDP of the nation grows only when you spend more. But we need to understand the country will grow for sure.
Exactly.
But is it you need to grow with country, then your economy should be handled by you. The government will not.
So, what differences do you see in the developed nation that our country still needs to adopt? What would you advise for that?
See, the problem with India is we are becoming very convenient. We are becoming victim of convenience and comfort. Right? Everything comes on the lap now, like the Swiggies, the Zomatos. Everything is on tip of the button. I think UPI, how much we have pros, they are causing a lot of spending spree also for a lot of people. It's just one tap for spending. So I think in developed nations, there is still those kind of application, the delivery application not as smooth as India. So making it more convenient, more comfort for people, they are spending more money here. Okay, and I think population, the kind of the environment, the ecosystem what we have, it supports more spending, and that's why a lot of people prefer India as a nation for consumerism. A lot of people want to export.
India is a consumer market.
Right? We are a consumer market, and a lot of other countries wants to send their goods here so that we consume more. Right? That's why Apple also has started the stores in India, which was never there. Right? So we are a consumerist country. So we have to understand, yes, consumerism is important, but also your economy is also important. Our economy is also important. So country for sure will grow with your consumerism. But if we have to grow, then we have to save, we have to start investing, because there's a big gap. When it comes to, as you said, the big difference is the investing percentage. In developed nations, it's almost 40%, 50% of the people are investing, in mutual funds or in stocks. In India, it's just touched around 5%, 6%.
Exactly.
There's a big gap in market, and that's why I think a lot of financial coaches, a lot of influencers, a lot of financial advisors, a lot of mutual funds are needed. Right? That is the need of the hour. And still, like, there's a lot of gap in the coaches, how many coaches we have in India also. So there are a lot of space to cover, a lot of district, a lot of space to cover, a lot of opportunities for financial coaches also, a lot of people to understand this and take the services. For example, when it comes to Singapore, it's mandatory for them to take in financial advice, and then only they have to invest in products.
So lastly, what's your advice for the entrepreneurs to function best in this industry? Because they take the investment, and startups are really glorified in a way that it looks glamorous on the outside, and investments are becoming like the flashy brand tag for the entrepreneurs. So what's your advice for them to manage their brand expenses smartly, and how can they scale in more better way in terms of finance?
I strongly recommend the MVP model.
Okay.
Not to burn cash, not burning cash is one of the mantra.
Okay.
Right? Start building an MVP, start producing some revenue, and start innovating the product to make sure that it brings better. Many entrepreneurs get into the zone of building the best product, the perfect product, which will not happen in the market. Because the market might need something else and you are creating something else. So that is one area. The second thing is they burn a lot of cash. The startups, they think that the investors want the money they put into the company. It is their money and they start burning it. Right? So burning cash is also one of the areas. And a lot of entrepreneurs, again, they mix the business income, business expenses with personal expenses. Again, we have seen founders who enjoy a lot, right? For the outer world, the company might be in very great valuation, but internally the cash flow might be terrible. So here, for all the business owners who want to try to manage their finances, then they have to look into the cash flow rather than net worth. Net worth, yes, investors are putting a lot of money, seeing the valuation, future valuation, but cash flow management is what makes the businesses go strong.
Factor.
Okay, so this was it, guys, and I hope you liked the episode and the financial insights you have gained throughout the episode. And please share it with your friends, family, and the network you really care about and you want to see them grow in their financial lives. So don't forget to watch the key insights and don't skip the important sections of the episode. Please watch it thoroughly and share it with your network. And for more such good finance expert episode, please do follow podcast, like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much. And I'll also ask him to say a few words about our podcast.
Thank you, Bhavna, for this amazing podcast. I think
It's our pleasure.
One of a kind podcast. I think you have asked some important questions which requires a lot of answers.
Right.
And as well as these answers are required for people.
Yeah.
So wonderful questions, wonderful set of questions. And I appreciate your camaraderie, like the calmness, the fun nature what you have. So saying that, I think all the best for your podcast.
It really means a lot.
All the best for your future endeavors.
Thank
I hope all good things come your way.
Right. And so lastly, also tell our audience how they can reach out to you and also ask them to subscribe.
Yes. Hi friends, my name is Prithvi Ravindranath and my community name is called Tribe of Prosperity, and I help individuals, families who are in their 30s to organize their finances, plan their finances, achieve their financial goals. And I have a big mission of educating at least 1 lakh people, and my mantra is helping people achieve their first crore. I strongly believe first crore is one of the toughest milestone to achieve. So if you're able to achieve that first milestone, then second crore is inevitable. So first crore requires a lot of discipline, consistency, and a lot of things required. As a person, you need to change. Once you become that person, then wealth is on your way. Saying that, so you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is called as Prithvi Ravindranath, and I'm highly active on LinkedIn, which is Prithvi Ravindranath. That the handle name is Prithvi Ravindranath QPFP, and Instagram also Prithvi Ravindranath, same name. And these are 3 handles where I'm very active, and you can subscribe to my handles as well, and for sure subscribe to Bhavna's podcast, and we will be happy to share a lot of information here.
Action.
Hey guys, this is Bhavna here and
Recording. Action.
hey guys, this
Recording. Action.
Hey guys, this is Bhavna here and we are back